Not sure if you will agree with me. The happiest part of sports is being an athlete more than a coach. We've been hearing this about us as drivers, and have we really thought about, how about us? Who is going to support us? So today what I'm going to share with you is about my coaching journey. Hopefully it may be useful for you in terms of the information that you can draw from here. Just a bit of the background of myself. My first serious considerations of being a coach came in a disappointing manner. I was fighting for a spot in the national team at the Commonwealth Games. And I was told that I have a better chance at being an assistant coach rather than a player. Anyone who is passionate about what they are doing definitely will give it all, despite the odds. I mean, just like, the 12 million Toto prize over Chinese New Year. Anyone who is keen to be the millionaire don't mind queuing for long under the hot sun just to get a lottery tickets. Honestly, I queued. I'm sure many of you also queued. But you can tell I didn't become a millionaire. Neither was I chosen for the Commonwealth Games team. But despite that, I trained hard with my teammates. Unfortunately, I got caught up to replace one of my injured player. Okay, sadly, because the best, one of the key players, we actually lost one of the key players at the Commonwealth Games, for the Commonwealth Games. But nonetheless, the Commonwealth Games experience for me with my teammate and coaches was a memorable one. The inspiration I had drawn from my coaches, my teammates, transited me from a player to a coach pretty smoothly. So the 6 years of national service with my team actually formed a large part of my early coaching approach. So as coaches, we always seek to inspire our young athletes, but the journey is always very challenging. Coincidentally, I'm facing several challenges right now in my journey. In tough times, have you ever asked yourself, is this really worth it? While you're trying to strive for something that's of long-term results, you're often pressured to work on quick fixes for immediate solutions, for immediate outcomes. So what do? I struggled a fair bit lately, but kind of blessed with friends and people who have been supporting me, overcoming every single obstacle before calling it quits. And this is what I would like to share with all of you here today, how I have drawn a lot of inspiration from my friends, my colleagues, even including athletes themselves, to continue to inspire the sporting community. This one. Coaching seems easy at the early stage of my coaching career. I coach as how I have been coached as a national athlete, and I was coaching young kids. Unlike what John mentioned earlier, transformational leadership in coaching, I wasn't one. I wasn't looking at the person, the young kids as a person. I'm more concerned about the physical ability, the strength, the skills that they can actually hone through what I share with them. So about 4 years ago, I was struggling with this team. They are pretty much talented, but due to the pressure from every senior batch who is a champion team at various school tournaments, they actually felt beaten even before they started competing. I felt really helpless because I can only give them that physical experience, knowledge, and development. But this girl, this young athlete, inspired me with a different aspect to coaching. Just have a look.
Danielle is warming up. Okay. Are you ready, Danielle?
Yes.
Contestant number 1. First shot. And she misses. Second shot. Oh, that was close. And the last shot! Alright, man. You want to go for more? Yo! Some more.
But cannot like that.
It's okay, let's try again. Yeah! Okay, let's go for your final shot. Woohoo! And the mittens turns around and say yes!
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 And yes!
Yes!
I am the champion!
I am the champion!
Raise your hand. Yeah! And say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I was trying to get her to imagine if she's standing at the podium, what would she say? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, well, this is pretty incredible because I was actually teaching my niece to to picture herself going through some positive image of what she can do with the ball, shooting it in. But she taught me in return that she has other point of view on how the shot can be put through the hoops. So having the belief and picturing happening helps a lot in what the outcome can look like. So I was using this footage as a motivational approach with this team of mine, and hopefully to instill them some belief amongst them, and yeah, basically to just beyond physical development, I was looking also into the mental skills aspect, and this formed a new addition to my coaching Bible. The knowledge of a long-term athlete development is critical, but its application is often constrained by the sporting culture, as well as the support that we have in sports for Singapore. I often struggle understanding why coaching knowledge have become trade secrets that it cannot be shared. And athletes are exclusive to coaches. But just last year, at a community of practice, my fellow coaches actually shared in front of each other, or rather shared this with each other in terms of the games strategies that they put up against each other's schools in the hope to expand each other's knowledge in a game. I thought that was very heartwarming because this is school competition, you are sharing your trade secrets, but their openness to share and how they work around constraint through the sharing of experience inspired me. And one of the ideas that I drawn from a discussion with the coaches is this war to seize the window of opportunity, like what Stephen has mentioned, period of sensitivity. It is very difficult for us to actually try and monitor a team of 20 to 30 primary school athletes in the height difference. So one of the coaches actually shared this with me. How about giving the ownership of monitoring their own height back to the athletes? So just by using masking tape, I mean, you can vandalize the wall, but maybe not the school wall. And IKEA, I'm not promoting for IKEA, but that is quite it's a free resource that we can use. Yeah. Yeah. So as more and more coaches share their knowledge, their experience, I think it is much more possible for us to work towards what long-term athletes development really means. My biggest struggles as a national youth coach is to help athletes manage their commitment not only to the national program, but to school and sometimes their clubs. Finally, after 5 years, one of my fellow sports scientists actually introduced to me the athletes monitoring system. Okay, in this system, basically we track the training load of each athlete through their rating of perceived exertion and the amount of time they actually spend on each activity, not only in the national program, but the amount of time that they spend in school, in clubs. While this is not exhaustive, it creates a talking point amongst coaches how we can better support our student athletes. Yeah. So unlike many of you seated here, I do not have much achievement, but I hope what I share may be useful for you in your journey working towards a long-term athlete's development. This journey may be challenging, but sticks with the positive. There are a lot of us out there who are willing to share, who are trying to get inspiration as well to stay in the system. I didn't overcome the obstacle of being a teacher. I was previously from schools as well. But having gone through this journey for the past 5 years, I've met a lot of inspiring people, including my friends, and not forgetting the fellow coaches who are actually your competitors in school settings. And last but not least, the one who has been challenging your coaching philosophy, your coaching approaches to keep you keep upgrading yourself towards a long-term athlete's development. That is your athletes. Yeah, thank you.